Meanwhile, the CEO of the Pokemon Company said that the NX changes what it means to be a handheld or a home console, so no news there.
Yeah, it's pretty much what, we've all, I would say, more than suspected for a long time now, is that NX will be a handheld that you can also hook up to your TV and treat like a home console. But it's interesting because we've seen Nintendo executives like the late Satoru Iwata sort of imply that something like this could happen, but this is kind of the clearest indicator that we've gotten from any sort of official source. The CEO of the Pokemon Company, it's not just some website or some insider on Twitter. It's someone really high up in the sort of Nintendo hierarchy who has access to a lot of that information, saying something in a much bolder way than Nintendo has sort of danced around so far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
I sort of immediately thought of Iwata's comments years ago, I guess it's like a year and a half ago at this point, about NX being a new concept that brings together multiple play environments from around the world, specifically talking about handhelds and consoles. But he never quite came out and said that NX will change what those two form factors mean or what those formats mean.
The other thing, of course, the Pokemon Company is going to be making games for NX. He said that in one brief sentence right after. But, everyone, I'm sure, knew that. He also said that the main series of Pokemon games couldn't survive on mobile devices. I don't know about you guys, but I call bull.
Yeah,
2 years from now, everyone's going to be playing Red, Green, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, all the way through GBA at least, on their phones.
I mean, they kind of already are on emulators.
Well, yeah, right.
That's a little bit different than what he's saying, though, because what he's saying is, I didn't read the full quote. He is talking about legacy titles, but I think he's talking about making new mainline series Pokemon games on mobile devices, which I don't think they'd make nearly. I mean, they'd make a lot of money, but I don't think the revenue structure would replace the one that they have now.
The quote in its entirety is, "The chance of finding success in taking a product made for one platform and bringing it over to another is quite low." So, I think that incorporates, potentially past products as well, since they were designed for, Game Boy Advance and DS and so on and so forth. But just the series as a whole has always been designed for dedicated gaming hardware instead of mobile platforms. But like I said, emulated ROMs of, Fire Red and all that, they're extremely popular. So I think Nintendo really easily could release that back catalog and, for whatever, $2 a pop and make a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nothing lost gameplay-wise, that's for sure.
Yeah. Fingers crossed they can even use the phone's sort of Bluetooth and near-field communication sorts of features to do battles and link trading. It's not impossible, and they've got to be thinking about this on the inside. There's no way they're not. Hello everybody, thank you for listening to this Nintendo Week clip, NWC. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to us here on YouTube for more highlights and discussion videos from Nintendo Week podcast, or subscribe to us on iTunes for weekly breakdowns of all your Nintendo news, discussion segments on subjects, games, and more, and tons of other features. Thanks for listening, and we will see you tomorrow with another NWC.